Yeah, we did not cook. Cooking was not. It was not. Like, whatever we thought we were making, we were not making it, bro. Okay. So, let me. This we already put there. So let me see. I'm actually going to move you over here. I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to move you up. So this is, again, the only time the word devil is used in the book 2. Devil could mean the creation of the devil fruits, and the god of the forest is nature / plant. Or devil could refer to the elders, and the god of the forest is Emu. Nature itself, or a tree like Eve, was creating devil fruits as a byproduct of the forbidden sun existing. Now, something I want to add here too. Every version, every translation for World 2 starts off with a breath that's in the void. The breath, I think, is the forbidden sun and its power affecting the world / nature. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. Hence why fruits, devil fruits, could exist. The wishes and dreams of people were affecting nature to the point where fruits were being spawned from the god of the forest, or the goddess of the forest, or what they say in the version, they say the forest god. Yes. Breath of all things. You know, I don't know if it's a hockey thing, because I don't really get the sense of hockey really at all in this whole, whether it be in the mural or in the Holly text. I don't. Ah, he finished. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, I want to actually post a video right now because it's done. Correct. Okay, let me fucking. It's done. Bad. Bad. Let me get that. Okay, no, I'll post the video in a bit. Let me just keep on cooking real quick, because I think, because we're not done with naming anything for the book. We're not done with naming anything, right? Okay, let's try and make a stand real quick on this person. Please, I beg you, thank you. Boom, boom. So this, I want to just signify this person to be a giant. Giant / . 'Cause, 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 You know, fuck it, Buccaneer. I think it's either or. I think it's either a giant or Buccaneer. And this, I'm gonna say it's Alabasta. Or Arabasta. Then these people, one person may be a Devil user, maybe, like it kind of reminds me of like Nusjiro in a way, maybe, but I can't really get you into that, honestly. So I'm just gonna probably say the Alliance. World of Warcraft, the Alliance, you know what I'm saying? These are all the Alliance. And then these are the 20 Kingdoms. This, I think, it makes the most sense. 20 Kingdoms. Though the only problem is that Alabasta should be among these 20 Kingdoms, but in reality, they're over. Like, the problem with this being Alabasta, too, I won't deny it, is that in Alabasta, it's known that they were under the 20 Kingdoms, or they're part of the 20 Kingdoms a long time ago. But if they're over here, that would mean that this giant is aware that Alabasta actually does not want to be a part of the 20 Kingdoms, and in fact, they're working for Joy Boy. So this right here kind of contradicts that this is all the 20 Kingdoms. It could be the 19 Kingdoms. Let me just put 19 Kingdoms instead. Let me just, because technically speaking, you argue that, hold on, if everyone knew that Alabasta was a nation that was siding with Joy Boy and company, then why the hell was Emu so confused about Lily's ties, like her loyalties? Well, okay, you could argue that maybe just this giant knew because the giant just knew in general what the thing was, or you could argue that it's not Alabasta, therefore these are still the 20 Kingdoms, potentially. This here. Where am I? Oh no. Okay. Correct. The end. Okay. Again, I do kind of agree with you. It that ain't no future, lol. No, this ain't no. This is not in the future. No. But yeah, this I think already happened. I think hold on, let's go back real quick because I'm almost positive that they said in the chapter. Let me just go back. So yeah, let me just go back to when they say this in the Viz chapter because they said that this person lived 900 years ago. So I don't see how this is the future. Let me see here. No. While we're at school, listen up, children. The middle lesson, kahash. This is the Harley. So this is the Harley. Sure is. All the various myths and legends of Elbaf were created based on this original text. Since there are so many interpretations of it, and then wow, it's huge, old and rusty book, and it means the sun god all the warriors in Elbaf believe in has different personality depending on who tells the story. Ain't that funny? May I read it? Of course, the story is split into three chapters. They say the third chapter describes the world we live in. So the third chapter describes the world we live in today. It's It's about something that happened in the future. In fact, the legends of Nika are seeded all throughout the world. Yeah. So how is it that chapter 3 is about the world today, and yet somehow chapters 1 and 2 are also about the future? Like, wait, how? Nah. Like, there's no way. I think it's all right. What's up, Doug? I think it's a prediction of the future or something like that. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that for sure. Like, this to me is the past. Now, keep the case here where maybe the whole mural is all Second World. Maybe, but I think that no. I think what separates the mural between First World and Second World is what we get here with the tree. I think the tree that's ties to what I think is this bird, which represents the sun god. That's what I'd argue. Or the powers that come from that are not Earth-like powers, a higher plane of existence powers, alien powers. There were unnatural powers that Vegapunk mentioned. That's that bird. But it's split between the tree, World 1, World 2. It would be interesting if it was all World 1. I mean, all World 2. That'd be crazy. If this whole thing was all World 2. Like, okay, shit. Because that mean that is probably the Holy Land, Mary Jo. That probably would be the Holy Land. Yes, that would be probably the Holy Land. But I don't think so. But now we need to get to our biggest question here. The right side of the tree shows elements of Second World, like flooding. It makes more sense that books are divided into 3 worlds. I'm of the mindset that the flooding, that there were 2 mass events. That there were 2 flooding events, not just 1, but 2. One was probably caused by the Red Lines formation. So you had the Red Line formation, you had flooding, you also had the sky darkened for various reasons, could be volcanic eruption, that kind of stuff. That's why I think that it's probably all First World for this part right here. This part I think is all First World. This part I think is all right here Second World. And I think because when you read the chapter, it feels like the dividing line would be the creation of the fruits themselves. The fruits themselves were created in the Second World based on the idea of the breath of stirs in the abyss, and then the god of the forest wove their magic, nurturing the devils. Or that's the old translation. I think the other one. Where is the other one right here? There are too many translations in this bitch. Second World within the void. There's a breath of the forest god, tame the devils. Yeah. So I don't know if that actually means, let's say, taming demons in earnest. But I think that the idea is that the power of the forbidden sun, undying flame, right? What is superior than the mother flame, forced the existence of devil fruits across the entire world. So because again, if the sea god is just the water levels rising, coming in book 2, then that puts into question every god. Because Elbathians are very naturally superstitious. So just how we in the past would denote to certain cataclysms as deities, whether it be if there was a lightning storm, deity. If there was, let's say, too much flooding, deity. If there was, let's say, a tragedy, someone died because of, let's say, a landslide, deity. Like, there's a big landslide, and then all the crops are destroyed. The mountain god has desecrated our forest, our crops, because we have angered it, and now we have to give it a sacrifice. Or if there's a bountiful harvest, we give thanks to the gods of agriculture for excellence. Like, a lot of things in the past are always denoted to by deities. I think Elbaf is they do that in the Mother Caramel flashback. They call Big Mom a god of chaos. They call Pangea, that little sun that she makes, the god of the sun. So they do it all the damn time. So that's why I feel like it's more, because like, if this was not Elbaf, I'd actually take it more literally. I would. But because it is Elbaf, I think you have to take it a little more with a grain of salt. Like all these mentions of gods, and Outside of Nika, of course. And then whatever you are, sir. Madame. This. Okay. I want you on the call for sure, but at the same time, right now I'm just kind of processing my own thoughts with the, like, Eric came in here earlier, but I couldn't necessarily get to Eric because I just want to kind of stew. I want to stew. So I appreciate you, but I plan on doing it. As far as I understand, there's going to be a break next week. So, no spoilers, of course. So I'm going to try and get to like a big stream with everybody else, like with everybody, and we can talk about this chapter, next chapter, and so on at some time next week. So that's my plan of thought right now. Cole, when Cole is going to do his training arc, it's all time to get in shape. Yeah, listen, dude, we're doing it right now. Whenever you can, please. Viperoni, where's your dono? I haven't seen your dono. Okay, I see it. Google Esteban, Child of the Sun in Wikipedia and read the plot. What the fuck? On the Mother Flame image is a pun for Japanese. What is going on here? Oh, I've heard about this before. There's some sort of story that Oda liked, and then some things in the story Oda used or maybe used. I mean, I think Oda takes inspiration from a lot of different stories, especially fucking Miyazaki shit, especially. This is boom. Esteban, Child of the Sun, Japanese, Hebron, whereas Taiyo no Ko. Known outside of Japan as the first season of Mystery Cities of Gold. French. Les Mystérieuses Cités d'Or. Okay. The series originally. Oh, wait. Where am I looking right now? You said I have to do S what? S/. Okay, what is that? No. S/8? No. Where am I looking? Where am I going with this? On the Mother Flame, pick S108. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on? Just look up I don't see any no arc referencer. I don't have. Listen, I don't know how they notate to this content in Wikipedia. There's only 39 episodes of this. What do I search up? Give me an F3 right now. What do I search up? Otherwise, I'm gonna move on. Otherwise, I'm not gonna give a shit. No. What do I search up here? Fuck the Mother Flame. What do I search up here? Do I need to know something here on this Wikipedia page? Plot. Where in the plot, dude? Where in the plot? Where in the plot? No. Nah, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paragraphs. Where in the plot? Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm telling you. It's connected to this. S8 pun is Esteban, and the plot is similar to the current. Oh, sure, fair enough, whatever. I mean, maybe it is. I haven't gone to the story myself, so I have no idea. You're probably right, but right now, nah. All right, City of Gold. Let me see here. Let me show this one. Tao seeks signs of his ancestors. He possesses the encyclopedia, which contains information about their lost technology. Oh, I'm a god. As well as mysterious jar, which, according to the legend, only a high priest in the city Gold can open. It proves to be a great legacy, cooling or controlling rod system. Menzoa, who? Okay, Menzoa, Sancho, and Pedro are motivated by their search of gold, but Menzoa generally appears to be fond of the three children. Okay, so something about lost technology. Okay, I get it. So I get it for a lot. I took down because it was a short paragraph. So the idea is simple, I suppose. You have a technology that this is actually common in so many different stories, where in ancient times the technology was way better, but events happened to where it was lost or it was forgotten. But that technology in the current story is resurfacing in some ways that are very important to the overall plot of the story and the finale of the series. Let me see. What is this? The Olmecs are the descendants of the survivors of the global war who hid under their mountain. Only their elites were able to survive, suspended in cryogenic hibernation. It's a stupid idea, but what if Buddy over here is in hibernation in the freezer? Okay. What if he's the Hat? The Olmecs have evolved from centuries living in underground existence. They are short and thin, with pointed ears and enlarged frontal bones. They are highly intelligent, but insular and distrustful of all others. Okay. This I'll read later. Because there's so much. Okay, let me some more donos. Who is Damien? Much love too. You got to link up. Okay, that got you. Dirk Fed. Much love $2 is this. The voice of all things, breath stirred in the abyss. I don't know if that matters. I don't know if because the breath of all things seems to be hockey related. Corey, you're doing too much. He's not paying you enough. Whoa. My time is expensive, boy. Uh-oh, listen. I charge $200 per hour. Okay. But on the real, though, you're right. So, let me... That's Arda's version. Second one, within nothingness, there's... Yeah. Every version, no matter if it's Arda's version or the Viz version or the scanlations, they always mention the breath. Within the void, there is breath. But it seems to also coincide with the Force God and demons or devils. So I don't know if that means breath of all things, because nothing I think means hockey here. It means to me that, because I think it coincides more with the Forbidden Son. But I guess we could mark it as a possibility. I'm not against it, but how? I don't know how, but I'll mark it down. Breath could also refer to the breath of all things. Okay. How? I don't know. I do not know. Okay. No! Oh my God. I've written so much and there's not enough space. This is ridiculous. How are we looking? We're looking good. We're looking good right now. Oh Jesus, we're looking good. We've done a lot. We've done a fuck ton, dude. Oh, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Frankie. I think Frankie's gonna be hell simple. I think Frankie's really simple. Frankie could represent Pluton. That's really it. I don't know, like, what else. If Frankie has a role in this whole mural, if he does, all right, this is big if for Frankie, okay? It's not a guarantee by any measure. If Frankie has a role in this mural, then it has to be about Pluton. What did Twa say again last stream? On Friday stream. He makes it. Or B, I remember this one. Frankie becomes Pluton. A living ship which is in lockstep. This is ridiculous. With his wanted poster and Oda's bad ending drawings. This is stupid, though. There's no way. Like, the idea that Frankie turns into a ship on the reel is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Could it happen? Yes, but it's so stupid, dude. Oh, but Oda could do this because a meth is actually technically a living automata. So maybe Frankie's like, I'm going to go full Borg. Yeah, I'm going to go full Borg, Choom. Oh, I'm going to go. He's going to be the next Atom Smasher. Fuck me. I'm going to go full cyborg. I mean, this ain't impossible, but it's like, bruh. How would you feel about Frankie if you went full Borg? Yeah, non-Ganic, full Borg. I'd be like, bro, what the? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Frankie if he goes full Borg, non-Ganic. That'd be kind of crazy. I may be like, Frankie, I miss the old you when you had the stupid ass rocket launchers on your shoulder pads and the freaking dumb hairstyle and those ridiculous nibble lights. I miss the old Frankie. Even though we all know the best Frankie has always been and will always be Cuddy Flam. Facts. Okay. So we have the Alliance, 19 Kingdoms, Giants / Maid Buccaneers, Tontada, Mermaids, Sea Kings, Minks, Ancient Giants, Joy Boy Nika, Ameth, Alabasta, Wano. We have Sulong Mink. We have the Whale Tree / Laboon. We have Lunarian. We have Joy Boy. Let me also mark these down. These three, I think, are signs of the ancient weapons being used. Okay. I had a thought for a second. No, actually, I don't think so. Time out. Is it possible that during the Void Century, the forces of darkness did use all three angel weapons against Joy Boy and company? Was Poseidon at that point in time tricked in some way? And so that's why you have the three star-like objects around this monster's arm, where it kind of signifies like it's using three Infinity Stones, It's using all three. Because we still don't know how the ancient kingdom lost. When you have the Lunarians, the Laboon Pods, Joy Boy Nika, Ameth, Sulong Minks, Ancient Giants, Mermaids and Fishmen combined, Tontada, Sea Kings, Minks, Giants, the Buccaneers, Wano. How do you lose? How do you lose? There could probably be rats in the alliance, fair. But maybe they're also able to use the ancient weapons at their disposal. So if you want to know how deep the mysterious cities of if you want to know how deep the mysterious cities of gold go, do you remember how Mother Flame number was S108? Yes, I remember that. Oh yeah, actually no, I forgot now. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it is. And nobody knew why. It's because the Japanese is SS10 is Te, 8 is Ban, giving us Steban, and Steban is the main character. Oh, okay. Okay. So Viper should have said that then. Appreciate you. Okay, yeah, Viper should have said that. Okay, it's a wordplay. Okay, this helps out. So I remember it meant something else entirely, but okay, fair enough. Because I remember there's another thing. I remember there's another thing that could have meant, but I forgot what it was. Was it a number on a? Was it a number on the? I forgot. There's something else it could have meant, but I forgot what the hell it could have meant. Did it involve the speed of light, or did it involve E equals MC square, or did it involve? No, those same thing though. Well, no, it involves energy. I forgot. There's something else I think it meant. I remember rolling through some of those theories back in the day, but I forget them honestly. Okay, either way. This mural was done all at once by one giant kid. Because it's in conjunction with the Harley text, and then also it's vague. Like the first world is really, really fucking vague. Makes it way more juicier though, but it is vague, right? The first world has a lot going for it, undeniably. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Let me actually do this too. Let me just reminds me. Boom. I'm gonna do 20 people plus king. No, wait. 19 slaves? 19 slaves plus 1 king equals 20 kingdoms? Question mark. I'm starting to think more and more that this doesn't matter, but I mean, we'll see. The whale again? Which one? Okay, which one with the whale? Laboon. You want to know Laboon? Cole, what if the sun god Nika first created the hockey system in the first world? People were slaves and Nika gave them willpower. The people were slaves, so Nika gave them willpower. So hockey was created by the sun god Nika, and also could have been the first devil fruit power in existence. That's a lot, man. We're giving Nika a lot of sauce. That's a lot of sauce for Nika, man. I don't know if we're gonna go that far. I'll be with you, bro. Only has no legs. That could be just how my boy drew it. Hold on. Let me see. I think they probably had legs. Let me just double check that. Nah, he's got legs. Yeah, he's got legs. He has 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 legs. It's fine. It's fine. 98 second for tier 3. Much love. Yeah, he has legs. He has legs. He has legs. He has legs. Nah, stop it, bro. Listen, we're not gonna try and Kaido-fy this boy. Don't do that. Paragraph 2 and 3 under the plot of Esteban. I will. Yeah, dude. is particularly relevant and could hint that the bird in the middle could actually be a ship. I guess it is possible because I know that you can argue that in some cases of, let's say, ancient aliens, people in the past in ancient alien theories, they would confuse actual ships, motherships, UFOs for birds. So they would like signify them as birds, but even though they're actually motherships, you can argue that's the case here too. I suppose. I think it's still more like representative of like the powers that are extraterrestrial powers, or powers that are beyond the planet, beyond the world its scope. But I see what you're saying. That's possible. That is, I'm not gonna deny that. I'll mark that down too. Where's the chicken? Okay. The chicken is the representation of the sun, gods of forbidden sun, to come down on high and is fighting against the land. This is a lockstep with the big mission with the propels and natural existence. Why shall protect? The chicken is also over there or over the tree, meaning that it could be the brother of the certain domestic or the friend sun. And then people in the doing a lot. People in the past. Why is this? Oh, I hate how they just put in the corner right here, dude. People in the past. Tremble before Bast. People in the past used to in ancient alien theories. Would confuse UFOs for birds. If the gods are real, then they, not they, then they, dyslexia, then they could have been then they could have been extraterrestrials. Okay. Okay. We'll put that as this too. And they could be extraterrestrial. Yes, of course. Listen, dude. Listen, my spelling is not strong, so get out of here. We're gonna struggle a lot. Okay. So we have our forces in play. Let me think about something. Okay. This. Okay. There are some more donuts real quick. Dark again. Dark Fest says again. Zunisha knows the voice of all things. Maybe yes, it does. Jules, random, but what if Nika ate the infinite sun, and why devil fruits is so sought after? Because you can produce infinite energy or mother flame. I don't know. So I think that they do correlate, but I don't know if Nika actually ate infinite sun. I think that it's actually more likely that the infinite sun is what allowed Nika to come to exist in the first place. You can argue that the sun god Nika is a manifestation of people's hopes and desires and dreams, and they use the energy of the forbidden sun to make Nika. So Nika, possible, Nika may not have actually existed until the energy of the forbidden sun made it manifested. Meaning that people created the sun god Nika rather than the sun god Nika already existing but in of itself. Let me go to Arthur's version here. Within the earth, there is flame. Shit. Within the earth, there is flame. People succumb to desire as they seize the forbidden sun. The slaves wished and prayed the sun god appeared, right? So we can separate here and say, okay, within the earth, there is a flame, a power source that technically is unnatural. It doesn't belong really on the planet, but it's there for whatever reason. People sought the power of the sun and then slowly started mining for it. If you take things more literal here, okay? People sought the energy of that sun, that forbidden sun, and then they started mining and digging for that sun, right? A lot of folks died in the process of trying to get to that sun, but in reality, the power of the sun was just too tempting because they could get so much things going in their lives with that power, with the energy source. The slaves at the time who were forced to mine the sun started to pray, and then the sun god appeared because the sun god was able to probably utilize, or the people's hopes and dreams, the slaves' hopes and dreams made manifest into the sun god, the most freest form possible. But as a result, the earth god, either an actual deity, got upset, and then with the hellfire serpent raised hell, volcanic eruptions everywhere, like super volcanoes like Yosemite going off all over the damn place, things like that. Or it could be because of the fucking around with the undying flame, the forbidden sun. It caused issues with the planet itself. Like the planet itself started to go through some major, tectonic activity that normally would have happened if they did not fuck around with the forbidden sun. But because they were mining the forbidden sun, they were able, it caused a backlash on the planet. And that backlash is probably the hell flame serpent, aka across the midsection of the planet, because they messed around with the forbidden sun for too long, kept on mining it, it created like a chain of volcanoes. Like, I think almost like that's the main plot thing in film Z, actually, where it caused like a chain of volcanic eruptions across the Grand Line, and then it forces a sort of ice age like event in the Grand Line / New World area, something like that. So keep the case here too, where like you have a film Z situation going on. In film Z, a chain of volcanoes, they all erupt. It creates a cloud over like the entire planet, and it wipes out most life. Same thing here, you could argue, where most life was wiped out because of the shenanigans that were done via mining the forbidden flame. Similar to ours, yeah. What about the red line? The red line is a byproduct of the hell flame serpent, or it's a byproduct of messing around with the energy of the forbidden sun that's under the ground somewhere. That's the idea. That's the idea. Also, do I need to do this wrong? This. Okay. I need to post the video in a bit, but we'll keep on streaming. So I'm gonna just. Yeah, I really gotta do a tier 3. Not a tier 3. I really gotta do a stream with other content creators. I really want to do it so bad, but I'm aim for next, because now I know we have a break. I'll aim for next week. Because there's a lot. There's just so much, man. Fuck me, dude. There's just so much. But I guess you could understand now why the Elbathian giants are always in debate about this. I think that we may get some of those fire chapters in manga history, over let's say the next few years in Elbath. We're still gonna come back to this shit right here. We're still gonna be on this shit. Yeah, hold up. So when we see like some giant dude pick up a sword in Elbath, like what if some actual huge titan creature comes out of nowhere and picks up the sword? we're gonna be like, oh wait, hold on, timeout. If you go back to the mural and you see the ancient giant, this sword right here is actually the continent puller dude, and this sword is his sword. And that, hey, you know what? Hold up. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I think I just low-key cooked. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold, young one. Hold. Steadfast, my child. Let me. No, wait. Whoa. Continent puller. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I'm just gonna put a question mark. That's it. Listen, it's not, it's not set in stone. We're just cooking. Okay, relax. Time out. That doesn't mean that every meal has to be perfect, Sometimes we cook and we are Michelin star great. Other times we cook and this shit is not even military rations, Like it just depends. It just depends, okay? Elbaf sword, maybe. Looks like Loki. Well, Loki looks like every ancient giant. Well, maybe not every, but yeah, Loki looks like ancient giants essentially because remember that he has ancient giant blood. There are some giants that have ancient giants blood in them, and that's the blood of the Warland era of war. So I'm guessing here that this guy is maybe Loki's ancestor or just another ancient giant. Listen, Veru, the kid's not a good drawer. Maybe he meant to draw a sword instead of a spear. Possible. All right. Karn, going with the stars being inventions, using the mother flame power, the stars on the right in the sky could be ancient inventions sent to the moon. Possible. But let me get this right here. I bet the ancient giants, the skull. Well, to be fair, as far as you know, it's just a mansion. But I don't know if the skull existed before or after Kaido got there. I'm not too sure. Either way, because it could all be just his mansion that he designed as a skull. But I think it's implied that it was there beforehand. Oh shit! No. Okay. So let's do this. So these 3 stars could ancient weapons. The ancient weapons are likely using the power of the forbidden sun in some way. The same power the people in World 1 were mining. Okay, so this I think is a really good. I think this is a solid take so far on 3 stars. These 3 stars I think could be definitely a good take on this. A good take. Let me just fucking, yep. Yoink. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. I need to pee. But think for a second. Who is this Baphomet motherfucker? Let's ponder on that for a second. I'll be right back. I need to pee. All right. Did we cook or did we burn? Oh, I can't get to my YouTube because guess what crashed again? All right, I know. I'm just so used to Google Chrome, dude. Brave browser is going to be a commitment, man. It's going to be a commitment. Yeesh. Okay. Blackbeard takes Emu's stuff. Okay. Go. Oh. Well. Okay. Well. Okay. Well. We were cooking. Niggas were cooking. Okay. Time out. You guys weren't just chilling, sitting on your fucking asses. Nah, you guys actually put something in the oven and it smells delicious. Okay. I think that this being Emu is way too fucking obvious. It's like, timeout. Is that really Emu? Does that make any sense if it was just, like, think about it, right? Emu got absolutely annihilated by just a little sip of Joy Boy's hockey. Emu felt the hockey, oh, and then collapse, and then his wet nurse, Lord Emu, like, whoa, hold on. How can you be that and then be this? Either somebody's lying big time in the mural, or there's something else going on here. That being Emu, I don't think is the case. I think that, remember, it could be Emu, but it could also be, or it could be more representative of evil forces, or it could be maybe the forest god or the land god, the god of the earth in some way. Because obviously the idea is that Emu referring to Umi in reverse, and that theory we've had like for a long time now. So no one's surprised there. Call Occam's razor. I mean, I'm just saying. The figure, the demon like, yeah, that's right, holding the sun is likely not Emu. Bud got folded by a sprinkle, by a sip. That's right. Sip. He got folded. He did the fucking Idris Elba. What the? He did that shit. I was like, come on, bro, hold up. What? Forces beyond Emu. Or this is a Blackbeard play. Blackbeard wants to control the world and is already making plays against the world government. If BB takes emus he is the highest threat in the series. This is facts. Akainu for what? Blackbeard want to. Oh shit. Blackbeard wants. Okay. If the mural is the past, maybe the shadow figure is a demon using film red. That I got it too. That the Neuron family and the other 18 families perhaps manifested through their desires for the sun god's demise. Emu may have some kind of chosen champion to be the vessel for this demon, sacrificing his humanity to become a shadow dictator to maintain world government supreme. It's hard stretch, but I can explain. So there is. I like the idea. I'm gonna just say it because I wanted to get to that too at some point as well, but you just said it, so I'm gonna say fuck it. Yes, the idea that there is a taught musica style demon that can be some because the sun, if the sun can make, it's almost like a genie's lamp. If the sun can be used to make dreams and wishes come true, wishing upon a star, right? When you wish upon a star, when you wish upon a star, the idea is that those dreams could maybe manifest. So, and we saw with Tom Musica, you would have the darkness, you would have the loneliness, the shadows of the men made manifest. So who's to say that this sun can't be representing the forces of darkness trying to make a wish to then, use ancient weapons, that kind of stuff, to destroy Luffy or the Sun God and company. Or it could be an actual demon. Yes, that's possible too. Let me hold on. Morgan. Boom. Wait, actually, let me. I want to alt. No. There it is. Yes. Bien. Muy bien, señor. The demon could also be a. If there are demonic forces beyond higher than Imu, this might have been hinted in the film Red movie. The sun in his hands. It's. Let me be grammatically correct here. Is to a power source for a wish. No, it's akin. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. It's akin to a. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. It's akin to a genie's lamp. Yeah. Genie's lamp. A power source used for a wish slash desire slash dream. You can, to summon a monster that could even beat the sun god. Okay, that's a roll. He beat Joy Boy. Because technically, you could argue. Because technically speaking, if we're being honest with ourselves here, Imu should be on the boat. Imu doesn't drive the bus. He's on the bus. Technically speaking. Technically. So that's why it kind of gets a little bit, oofy. Okay, I'm sorry. Emu. Let me see. Let me do forest or land gods. Okay, that or it is. Okay. Just reorganize my text. Okay. And these what the D stands for? I mean, dawn, dreams. Uh, it could just be the D. Yeah, half moon, right? Yeah. Like the half moon is not. It's not complicated at all. Like that. That's honestly, I'm more concerned about the moon than the half moon. Every translation so far has noted to the moon and half moon. The people of the moon had a dream. Who are the folks of the moon? Who are the folks of the half moon is kind of easier to gauge. Who are the folks of the moon? That I think is more interesting. Yeah, right. The D could be dawn, like like that the sound effect that you see in the story, the suffix that could be the don, like what Tom Sands says about living life with a don, some of that shit. So it could be don, right? Determination, dragon, ugh. Monkey, dragon, Luffy. Trafalgar D, Trafalgar, dragon, Waterlaw. Nah, I go down. The D can be a smile. True. The D can represent various things for sure, without a doubt. It doesn't have to be just like a certain name, right? It can just be the D. Like so, it could encompass all things: half moon, smile, dreams. Maybe if you want to go for some D clan members, demonic, a demon. It could be the tone. Yeah, there's things that are there too for sure, without a doubt. This man said big D. Okay, what else we have here? Everything is relatively low. The sun only records the fires of war. The people of the half moon had a dream. The people of the moon had a dream. People killed the sun and became the gods. That's probably the celestial dragon. Sea rampage, sea levels rising. Within the chaos, there's a void. The meddlesome, lingering a shadow shall remain. That's the D clan right there. They will listen to the voices of the half moon broken. Yeah. Half broken moon. The sun god dances and laughs. He leads the world towards end. The sun will return. The only thing I guess is the last thing would be the question of what is the end? What is the new morning? And the new morning should be like, the fourth world, you could argue. The fourth world will be ushered in. And the fourth world, you could argue, will be a time that precedes the first world. Or is the first world, you argue. Let me see. Okay, what do we got? How are we looking? Not bad. Not bad. So this, no. I want to do, stop. Come on. There it is. I'm going to take you. I'm going to move. No, I'm going to move. There we go. I'm going to do world. Is it world 2 or world 3 we're doing right now? We should be doing world 2? No, world 3. So, though, to be fair, let me see here. People of the half moon, people of the moon. Yeah, that's okay. In World 2 and 3, the mention of the people of the I'm saying wrong. They mention all translations. Most. I think most. Yeah, most translations refer to the people of the half moon and moon. The people of the half moon, that's half moon, are likely are the D clan. I'm sure of that. Hence why in World 3 they mention the meddlesome lingering shadows shall remember the day of promise, or the inconvenient remnants recall the promised day. Oh no, the voice of the half moon. The voice of the half moon. That's what it is. They will listen to the voices of the half moon. I wonder if the voice of the half moon also refers to the voice of all things too in some way. Hold on. How many folks can use the voice of all things? Okay, fuck me, damn it. Oden, as far as you know, is not a D-Clan member. But Luffy's a D-Clan member. He can do it. The same thing goes for Roger. He's also a D-Clan member. But Oden Momonosuke can do it, but they're not D-Clan members. They're Kozuki, but they're not D-Clan members. Fuck. Because I was thinking, hold on, maybe it's only D-Clan members that can use the voice of all things, but I don't think so now. Can Kaido, as far as I don't know. Momonosuke then, yeah, only Momonosuke, Luffy, Zunisha, and the past we include Oden, and we also include Roger. I don't know if the Moon folks were superior. Well, in World War maybe. Yeah, if they were separate, yeah. Some Sea Kings, Luffy, Roger, Zunisha, Mona. Well, I mean human beings, like human beings. Yes. Arguably Zoro. Huh? No. Mr. One? No, that was the Breath of All Things. As far as you know, the Breath of All Things is a certain armament haki sort of sensing sword wavelength thing, right? That's a because Hyogoro can do it too. But Hyogoro doesn't have the voice of all things. Like Hyogoro wasn't hearing Luffy talk telepathically, but Momonosuke could. The elders can do that to each other, but I don't know if that's actually a D-Clan thing or is that an Emu body ability sharing thing. Does Ameth have the voice of all things? I think you're right, maybe. I forget. Oh, donations. Shit. Karn. Going with the stars being inventions. Oh, yeah, the bag earlier. Dargo versus this. Earth God hates other gods. Earth God commanded king of slaves to mine haki to fuel immortality. When slaves escape the moon, Nika is a slave, becomes God, and save Zunisha and its king. Who is its king? A. B. How would you mine for haki? Haki is something that's inside of folks. how would you mine it? It seems to be that there was a sun to mine, not hockey to mine, unless you think the sun is hockey, or hockey refers to sun power in some way. Maybe, I don't know. And then Earth God commanding the king. Maybe the Earth God is a thing, and if they command him, it's possible. That part I won't deny, the first part. First of Chaos. That's possible. Who is dropping these fat donuts? Damn! Alright, yo, Ziz, I see you. Jesus Christ. Hold on, okay. Let me catch up to these donuts on YouTube then. Jesus, my goodness. If it doesn't crash, which it will. Okay, I just restarted it. All right, hold on. Okay. I'm missing these donuts on YouTube right now. I'm missing them. Okay, I got you. I'm coming. With the CU, I'm coming. Chaos Presser 2. Are any clues on the cover of the Holotext? The only thing we see in the Holotext cover is just the symbol of the sun. The one we see in Alabasta, it's also there too. Yeah, right here. That's something that we also figured out during the thing. Yeah, right here, boom. It's the same thing that we see in Kuma's church. So same symbol. So we have Too Lazy, come a good name, much love. The whale seems like the same species of whale that the whale statue Zunisha. The rain can also be what Zunisha is doing by spraying. I actually like that take. Because remember there was an idea before we had where, I don't know if you're here or not, but there was an idea last time we had where the whale, where the water droplets could be significant of the ancient weapons of destruction, because there could have been maybe 16 drops, which would have signified the number 16 death rays, 6 holy bullets, 16 bell ringing. So it could have been like, let's say, more synonymous with, let's say, the celestial dragons. But that is a good point. Zunisha does do that thing. And that'll make that more likely to be a Sulong mink. Yeah, hold on. If you have the reign of Zunisha or the reigns of Zo, then you have the whale tree or the whale with Zo, and then you have the minks. This is like all Zo. Yeah. It'll kind of line up very nicely. But then, if you're just a mink, what the fuck are you? In there. You know, that's actually a pretty good, pretty good call. I like that. Oh, no. Okay. The drops could be what Zunisha does when it takes a bath. Yeah, too much love. Appreciate you for the tier 1. Chapter 1138 is being studied. Yes, dude. Yes. We're actually doing, and we're doing it in real time too. We're doing it in real time. Darkfed Space Pirates. I thought Droba was the first. As far as you know, no. Maybe. Not unless the folks in World 1, which I'll say is this thing right here. The folks in World 1 were able to escape via Arc Maxim. But again, like, this could be World. I don't think so, but this could be World. This could all be World 2. Escape, yeah. Because of the calamity, because of the calamities. The calamities, I think, were. There are 2 of them. One is when the world went to fire because of the flaming serpent, that kind of stuff. And the other one is and that fight between these 2 forces. And then the other one is, I think, the flood. Or the flood that was caused by the weapons being used during the war. Ancient being Uranus, Pluton, and Poseidon. Who made it? No idea. But they had enough technology back in the day to mine. Because, you know what? Here's something, too. It's like, because I remember artists before that he thinks that this all could be World 2. But if that's the case, then why is it that there's no mention of the mining stuff here in Second World? It's all mentioned in the First World. Time out. Let me see here. Wouldn't that disprove then that's not all Second World? Let me see here. Let me. Jesus Christ, man. The first world within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. But that it's not mentioned in Second World at all. You'd have to assume that they're still doing that in Second World in order to make that make sense. Because unless this picture right here, because I'm assuming that this is all First World, unless this deity or the sun god or whatever, chicken, is clashing with what's going on in this first. Like, is it a thing where the First World and Second World are metaphorically clashing against each other in some way? Because I guess you can argue that the First World stops here, and then Zuniche is part of Second World? And then this would be the Third World? Oof. But a meth is destroyed. Wait, this is weird. So then it'd be like First World, the tree and the chicken and the potentially maybe Zuniche and so on. That's Second World right here. And this would be the future, Third World. This is what's going to happen. But how does that make any sense? Unless you, because ancient giants are also, I mean, unless that's Loki specifically. But this is a mural of the sun god as we see him in the history that's mentioned, not Luffy. Though Alabasta is here, but they should be over here. This was the, yeah, I think it's the world that they lost. Because I don't know how the person, because, okay, time out. I have to remember something here. The Harley text and the mural done by the kid are two different things. The Harley text itself has an assumption of the future. That doesn't mean that the image has an assumption on the future. That's a very important thing I have to remember. They're separate. They're not the same thing. They're separate. They're not the same thing. I have to remember that. The Harley text and the image are separate things. Just because the Harley texts say about the future doesn't mean that the actual painting does. So then, okay. I'm gonna do this then. Because we're gonna do, we're gonna do a give or take here. Alabasta or Buccaneers? Because the Buccaneers are weird in this situation, then. Because you can argue that this may not be Alabasta, which makes more sense because at that point in time in the story, Alabasta would be here. 20 games. Okay, well, that's all I'll do. Okay, more donations on YouTube real quick. Jules, could the devil fruit tree exist a part of Zoe? I'd be surprised if that was the case. I don't think so though, but I'd be surprised. Karn, Wild Play, the Three Worlds poem, amidst the wrecked in presentation. The poem describes the whole history, while the picture is the events that during the Void Century. Yeah, that's an idea where like this is all the Void Century. The problem is that when you read the Harley text actually mentions the idea of of the sun existing inside of the world, and then human greed took over. But none of that involves World 2. World 2 has no mention of that. And that's why I have to separate the ones from the other. So where's World 2? You have the first world within the earth. There was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet again. So you see here, mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. That I think is all World 1. But the forbidden sun is not being touched in World 2. In a way, like not being succumbed to greed at that point in time, you'd argue, right? Because it's not mentioned here at all. The second world, within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed the demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. Yeah, and then also in the second world, I'm surprised too, because they say it spreads the fires of war. How can this be World 2 if there are no fires of war? The war is happening here. The world being engulfed by flame is in the first mural. I mean, in the first part 1, but it's also in part 2 too. But it's so the world that's engulfed by flame is coinciding with the flames of war. So how can this section right here be World 2 when there's no flames of war? That only just here in book. Unless you want to say it's the chicken, but the nigga's fighting a guy from World 1. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. Is the chicken fighting the snake across worlds? Meaning that not like, on some like Dragon Ball Z shit. I'm talking about more or less the imagery seems to coincide with the idea that, at least I would argue, that the tree is the end of World 1, but the beginning of World 2. Not a world in of itself, because this is all World 1. Like, the fact that these two things are coexisting is symbolic of World 1's situation of the land god being enraged, that the sun god is or the god of that the forbidden sun is being used. That's where the tree and at least that's what I argue. I'd argue this. That's why the tree and the bird are conjoined together. Because they end book 1, but they start book 2. But I can understand why folks would think that this is actually all book 2. Because you have the flooding. And the flooding is when the sea god invokes its wrath. And therefore you'd argue Noah's Ark. And then you escape to the sea. So I can understand why you think that. But I put all of that in book 2. I mean, I put all of that in all this right here. I would say there's also another natural disaster in book 1 as well. Or you can argue that this is still all okay. Or you can argue that this is actually all still book 1 and book 2, but it's more like this. That's your dividing line right there. Where this is book 2, this is book 1. Let me use green, it's gonna stand out. Because you don't have book 2 without the Flames of War. And the Flames of War are all right here. They're not presented. In the tree area. Flames were right, exactly, yeah. I count just the tree itself as... You count just the tree itself as World 2, but then how do you get that when you have the Flames of War? World 2 explains the Flames of War. In the second world, within the void, there was breath. The Force god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. Those of the half moon dreamed, those of the moon dreamed. Man killed the sun and became a god, and the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, because if second world seems like it's the void search through and through. That's why third world is today, and that cosigns Saul's thing. Saul's thing cosigns today. Though I guess you can argue that in some sense too. Like maybe you could argue that this is Emu holding the mother flame. Which is what's going on, you can argue now. But nothing else lines up. A Meth doesn't line up because Meth is destroyed. The whale's not fucking alive. Lunarians are extinct. Damn near, at least. Unless that just means King the Wildfire? But again, I have to remember, the Harley text and the painting are not one in the same. I'm gonna do this. If I'm like quadruple star this. If this is a future is World 3, then this could be Emu holding the mother flame. No, it's Mother. Okay. That's a big if though. That's a huge if. That's a massive if. Because I don't agree with that at all. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Clue behind the cover of book 2. There's a pan. What? There's a planner. Oh yeah. No, that we've already talked about before. But right now I'm putting any value on that one right now. No. I think it just means ultimately that there could be cases where you can argue that people that some folks in World 1 or maybe even World 2, in order to escape the calamity that happened in the first world, they escaped to the skies and space and the moon. So you can argue that when you see the aliens aren't actually aliens. They're more or less people that used to live on the planet, then they left the planet to escape the disaster. Yeah, I'm actually way more likely to believe that we don't see a single speck of World 3 here. And if this is World and World 2, World 2 might just be this. I'm way more inclined to believe that than this is World 3. Because I think this is, I think this, because again, in World 2, they mentioned the flames of war and the sun god starting it. And that's like literally what's happening right here. I don't think that they wouldn't show that. I'll be shocked if they just mention it or in this kid's paint, because it would mean that essentially the kid is more, the person that drew the image is more prophetic than the Harley text. Because then the kid just saying, yo, this is all gonna be happening in the future, guaranteed. It's like, dog, I mean, we can do that, but we can do that, but yo, I think that's a lot of work. Okay. Let me just write all that down. Again, quad stars. No. There is a chance that this mural is showing World 3 on the left side, and World 2 is the middle, since the flooding happens in World. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. I'm going to smite you. I hate this bar. I know I can do that. No. No. Okay. Okay, yeah, Toki shit's weird, but I'm not even touching Toki. There's a chance that this mural is showing World 3 on the left side and World 2 is the middle, since the flooding happens in World 2. However, the flames of war started by the sun god are only shown on the left side of the image. Therefore, no. So if the might be the sun god, but literally just the sun, aka forbidden sun. Maybe you like the stream on YouTube. Like the stream, YouTube. If you're on the stream, like it. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking right now. Hold on, let me think. YouTube, I'll get to all generations. Trust me, I will. All right, hold on. Flames of War is symbolic. I do not think that's symbolic. Wait a minute, dude. No. Because we know that there was a war between 20 kingdoms versus the ancient kingdom of yore. I would be shocked if the thing that's mentioned here is symbolic. I'll be stunned. That thing is the least symbolic thing I've in the entire mural, or in the text, I should say. Yeah, it's like Meth is destroyed. Luffy's not wielding a sword and shield. That could be symbolic of, let's say, I don't know, Zoro and Sanji or something. Lunarians are dead, damn near. The whale thing ain't moving. Minks are not separated like that. There's a chance that this mural is showing World 3 on the left side and World 2 on the middle, since the flooding happens in World 2. However, the flame of war started, but the sun god only shown in the left side of the image, which is facts. Also, how do you say the word prophetic? Is the word prophetic? Yeah, prophetic. Yeah. Okay. The kid who drew this is more prophetic. And I find that hard to. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm gonna roll right now. Okay. This mural is bullshit. No mention of Buggy D Clown, but how are we almost going for 4 hours? What a trip. What a fucking trip. I'm gonna have to probably spend a lot of time. You know what? I think it's gonna be a good thing to do this after the next chapter drops. With the other YouTubers, because we're gonna be there for a while. This actually may be like a 12-hour stream. I may start at 12 and end at 2. Shit, dude. I'm gonna give everyone some time. The Aussies some time. I'm gonna give whoever pulls up is gonna give time. Shit. I'm gonna let you cook. Yeah, like an emergency reverie. Though, maybe I'll think about that. All right, because it's not a good idea. My theory is World 3 is Endgame One Piece. Also, top right Mink. I feel that Yamato durability, but it can be far-fetched as fuck. By the way, what up, big dog? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just cooking. But I will say this. I don't know how that's Yamato when Yamato would essentially be over here. Why would Yamato be separate from Wano country? To me, it makes no sense. I understand why, but why would Yamato, the guardian deity of Wano, be separated from Wano, who is clearly being defined here and now? That would be shocking. That would be kind of like the guardian deity of the country is not a part of said nation. Huh? What? That's like that's like putting Pell right here and not Alabasta. Like, huh? Like, nigga, you part of Alabasta, dude. But I'm the guardian deity of Alabasta, the Falcon. No, wait, so? And? What, do guardian deities get their own slot? No. We ain't doing that. Could you imagine? Pell gets his own spot. Pell. I mean, actually, you know, to be fair, this man could maybe tank a full frontal assault from an ancient weapon of destruction right to the beak. And he'd be like, nah, dude. Wadewa Falcon, baby. I'm good, yo. She ain't nothing, bro. I've been there before. Like, oh, okay, Pat, we see you. You thought about the orb that came out? Yes. Oh, wait. Typical Loki spear. Oh, interesting. First of all, I don't think it's Loki. I think it's ancient giants. That's what I think. And also, I thought the orbs were more so around Emu's or this monster's arm. I think that they represent the power of the undying sun. I mean, the forbidden sun, the undying flame, because they are the same orbs we see over here when they're mining for it. So I would argue that more or less it's probably the 3 ancient weapons of destruction, or ancient weapons in general. So Uranus, Poseidon, Pluton. I think it represents that kind of power. Pell stares down an H weapon of destruction. Nah, I'd live. I got it, Chan. Don't worry about it. I got it. Okay. More. 10 from Fitizo. Appreciate you. Hey, Cole. I believe the reason Shamrock doesn't have a devil fruit himself is because they believe in their own haki being superior than devil fruits, and because they want to keep their blood pure. Possible. Chaos. Though he may have he may be able to merge this fruit. He may have his own thing going on too. Because here's the thought, right? This may cry video too once you get to it, because we've been slacking on Shamrock after we did the Cerberus thing. But I mean, can you blame us? Like, we have this. Can you blame us? No offense, Shamrock. Like Shamrock. Like, you're cool and all, but you're not the Miro, my nigga. Like, you ain't the Miro, my dude. You're like you simple as fuck compared to this. This right here is fucking biblical, mate. But there's a good chance that Garling has a power on his sword and on his body. So what if Garling has two powers? He has literally his own body power and a sword power that Imu granted him. That's very possible. And I'm not sure, like, because Shanks is like that, but I don't know if that applies to his whole family. There could be something particular about the Frigolin family themselves where them and Deathroots don't mix. That's possible, but Oda has explained that. So I'm not saying you're wrong at all, but I just want to kind of see what happens in the future, if there actually is a meaningful thing in the future, you know? Because Shamrock could have some crazy half-zone thing going on as well, like Kaido. And honestly, listen, normally I'm not a fan of the idea of Zoro kills X or Zoro kills Y. But if you had a Shamrock three-headed Cerberus form faced off against a three-headed Zoro, that's kind of badass. That's kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of fire. That's kind of hot. It's kind of like oof. But then again, that's more like a Brook versus Apu theory. Like, this would be fire as fuck if Oda actually did it. Will he ever do it, you know? Nah. Charlie Tar, much over 5. When you getting tier 3 together, need to get metal wrecking ball. Thank you to this shit. Listen, 9 times, probably on the next chapter, but 9 times soon, because not before that, because this is me and you guys. All right, that's it. This is just me kind of jotting down your theories, writing out things, placing things, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I'm not gonna be doing this today anyway. But I mean, I may post it on Twitter after I just make sure I cross my T's, dot my I's, make sure I like what I got. Do you think that the bird is the Ryu from the War Island arc? Who? You mean the filler? Like those bird dragons? Yeah, I think you do. Nah. That's a filler arc. Yeah. I wouldn't count it all. Though, to be fair, fillers do matter sometimes, but not in this case. And I'd argue, like, not in this case. Big LaFleur. Cole, do you think some Avatar stuff will go on where Luffy will speak to the old Nika users? Nah, that's kind of lame. We don't need that. I think, at least. Ziz went hard. Ziz went, like, extra hard. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Ziz. I see you. So, $50 again with the mural. My guy, you need to do one for mystery guy, aka Scopper. Nah. Man. Who knows? Maybe we get Scopper next chapter. Who knows? So I'm not gonna, because we have a break next chapter apparently. So it could be like, hey, it's boom Scopper. Whoa! Oh my god, Scopper. Because if that happens, be like, yo, listen, fun. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait. Clearly. But yeah, I'm not trusting Scopper right now. If it is him. Or what's his name? Louis Arnott. Just again, 20. The next movie can't get here soon enough, so you can move from Film Red. Well, unfortunately for you, I did a video just got edited and taken care of. So I'm gonna drop a film red. I'm gonna drop another film red video later this week, baby. Ciao. This again, the only out there take I will give this mural. So not to get too deep in like you and others that might overshoot the mark. Okay, and then you drop 100. So for you, and then also I forgot for my wallet too. I'm gonna give both you guys to another Arabian night. Gracias, señor. On World 2 and World 3, with the far left image, I think this was made by kid with future prophecy sight like Shirley, and using what happened with Joy Boy 9 years ago. The image is what happened and will be again in a similar matter. People, not necessarily reincarnation. Okay, so you're just saying that essentially what happened in the past is going to repeat itself again. So it's one and the same, where World 2 and World 3 are the exact same, or they're very similar. Where it's not about the it's not about the future, but it's also about the future. Where history will like repeat itself. That is an interesting take. That's actually, I think, the first time I've heard that. So essentially, you're combining both World 3 and World 2 in the same section of the mural. So you believe that this kid actually had like interesting. That is okay. That's something I made the mark down. I can't say no to that because that's actually a pretty interesting idea. I won't 4-star that one. I'll 2-star. It's not a bad idea at all. Why am I doing it this way? You know what? Fuck it. If there is any sign of World 3 in this mural, it's a combo with World 2. The left side of the image is both World 2 and World. What the hell is World? World 2 and World 3 at once. The things that happened in the past will happen in the future, based on an idea that the kid who drew this has future sight like Madame Shirley. Because that would fit my conditions and my problems I have with this, but also fit artists too. And maybe a little bit of Eric's and Christian's too, or I guess Christian's and what he thinks about this as well. where this could also be this could also be a combination of both the past and the future. But again, we're assuming that the kid has fucking future sight. So, we're assuming a lot here. We're assuming a lot. Emu's on the same ship as Joy Boy. Sure, but for some reason that feels kind of boring. I don't know. That feels kind of boring. I want Emu to be his own nigga. KRE, Divinity, much over the 5. The rulers of Alabasta, Poneglyph, were probably the rulers doing those 3 different eras. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Actually, yes, you're saying there. Dirk, much over 5 again. Second world is everyone versus Gorosei. But third world is everyone versus Emu plus Gorosei based on the angels or angles of drawing. What? Everyone versus the Gorosei, you think is second world? Huh? Based on the angles. Wait, what? What angle gets you that? Huh? So are you saying that, hold on, time out. So based on the angles, it's like this is everyone, and they're fighting against the 5 elders, and this is second world? And then third world is on top? Whew. Yo. That's... I'm not gonna say impossible because you can't. I mean, I can't say who's wrong, who's right here. I just really can't. But that's tough. All right, TUFF. That this is actually... Oh, shit. So it would be... This would be second world. This would be first world. And that's third world. Holy shit. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now, man. How do we get here, dude? How do we actually get here? Okay. Okay. I mean, he could be right though. He could be right. I can't deny that. He could be right for sure. That's a lot. Yo, if they all say psych, what if it's Ripley saying next chapter psych? Actually, I do this on my own free time. I remember a comic book. And I thought it was pretty fun to have Nika like the main character. So this is all bullshit. Lol. Oh my god, how it slap Oda across the face. Okay, 10 Ziz. The flames of war happens in all 3 without being said, of course. Without being said, cause things keep repeating with the sun god Nika fighting. Force also goes in line with Vegapunk saying the war is still going on from 900 years ago. Fair. That that is fair. That is fair. I'll add the part 2. What a fucking story. What a story. Julian Torres. I think there's only 2 worlds. In World 2, Joy Boy lost, but he took out the Eternal Flame, which is why Emu wants / needs the Mother Flame. I kind of agree with that, honestly. I mean, though, to be fair, you could argue, did Emu have the power back then? I don't know if Emu had the power, because I'm assuming this is not Emu. I agree with you. I'm assuming this is not Emu. Karn, 20. Mural is World 2. They lost the war, thus never touched the sun. Lily being on Zunisha with the slaves from the 19 countries. Bird is possible, an entity of dreams similar to the Worm/demon. Worm, you mean? Linked to the egg on Roger's ship. Let's add that in there, boys. It's time. You thought it was over? You thought we were done with Roger's ship and the egg? Nope. Not bad. Not bad. It's possible. Chicken linked to the egg on Roger's ship. Nah, you knew. Wait, whoa. You knew the egg was going to be a factor. The egg on Roger's ship is always a factor. You never, ever ignore the fucking egg, man. The egg is always there. The egg is always going to matter. Okay, I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. There you go, Karn. I'll put it in there. Chartard, much love. Or Charitard, I should say. 10. What if the different worlds are literal? World 1 is the moon, where they mine it for where they mined the forbidden star and turned it into a barren moon. They brought it to World 2, which the surface. They brought it to World 2, which was the surface before the flood. But how we get World 3? I actually like that idea. That was like kind of smooth. But then World 3 exists. Then it's like, hold on, no. Because World 3 is clearly on the same planet as World 2. Unless we have to make the assumption, how do we get a separation? Because what you just said actually was kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of like, actually, they're all from the moon, and then they migrated to the planet. That's kind of fire. I like that idea a lot. And I kind of want to add that in there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Okay, Charizard, I kind of do. But why then is World 3 the current world as well as today on the same planet? Is Laugh Tale another world? It could be another plane of existence. Maybe not a whole other world. But that's actually not a bad. That was an interesting ass take. I'm gonna slide that in there, even though I think it's wrong. I'm gonna slide to the left, slide to the right, chop, real smooth. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna star the fuck out of that though. What if World 1 is not the planet and is the moon? They mined on the moon and it became a barren in the NL cover story. They do say that the Skypians and the Shandians and the Rickens, they want to leave the moon because the moon lacked the resources. In NL cover, the moon races lacked This is a massive gigastar. Like I gotta star the shit out of that one. That one's crazy. How does this keep on expanding, dude? Oh my god. I think I have this at 4K resolution, so you can zoom in and zoom out pretty. It's calling to yo Grand Weaver, Grand Webster maybe. Con again, much love for 5. Also, remember the Giants with Frankie. Just thinks it's a kid because the mass amount of comprehension picture is a mural. Yeah, fair enough. That's true. Yeah, I said before to that. I don't think it's a kid. I think it's probably not a kid. I think it's probably like an actual grown dude or a woman. Ziz, depending on what we learn on the kid or the Harley text, I wouldn't be surprised if the kid is named Harley and he learned what happened in World 1, lived through World 2, and saw the future vaguely like Shirley and made the textbook. I like that. That's not bad at all. Barbarian, appreciate you. RS20. I wonder how Blackbeard fits in all of this. Boom, right there, Blackbeard. That's your guy. Maybe his schemes bring about Ragnarok. But I think that, listen, folks won't like this, but it's gonna happen. Or I think it'd be cool, not cool, it'd be better for the story if it happened. Actually, and cool too. Blackbeard takes on Emu. Blackbeard assimilates Emu shit. Blackbeard is the player here because Blackbeard wants the world. Emu, well, hold on, I've been said this before, but make it think. Blackbeard is the person that people have to keep their eyes on the most, not Emu. Blackbeard. Blackbeard, him, yes. Jay Garcia Saturn already hinted that Blackbeard has some unique lineage, heritage, and the man can't even sleep. Therefore, he is, you can argue, he's not a true dreamer. He dreams, but he dreams in like a more, like a romantic sort of dream, right? Like romanticism. That's what he does. He dreams about the adventure and conquest and all that kind of stuff, right? That's his play. But he doesn't actually fall asleep to dream. However, we also know that according to, so remember how like they mentioned how in this in these texts they mentioned the people of the moon and half moon. He's a half moon, but he kind of ties to the moon in some ways, because when Oda drew him when he was a kid, we see the moonlight, we see that shot of the moon over Blackbeard, him in the snow crying, moon shot of Blackbeard. So he could be someone of the moon in some sense. So who knows? But the idea is simple though. Blackbeard has way bigger aspirations in terms of global conquest and global control than someone Emu does. Emu just wants to sit on his fucking throne and chill and just try and run the world and forget about Joy Boy. This man, BB actually wants to conquer. He's a conqueror, full on. So to me, when I think about the forces, if this is a prophetic part of, let's say, World 3 and also it's World 2. So if, let's say, this is World 2, but also World 3, then this could be Blackbeard. Blackbeard assimilates the powers of Emu, wielding the Mother Flame, and they fight against the sun god Nika and his forces. So it's Blackbeard who winds up being the raid boss, not Emu. That is very possible. That is super possible, particularly if this also involves the treasure that Rox D. Sebek lost. Remember that in the God Valley, in God Valley, the reason why Rox pulls up is because the Marines, they stole a treasure from Rox. What was that treasure? Does that treasure have any significance to the story? Like, for example, it is a piece, a part of the eternal flame, right? There are things that are very important that, and again, people right now are just glazing and they're focusing on Emu, the guy that got shook by a little bit of hockey from Joy Boy. And to be fair, O'Reilly, Blackbeard is aiming for a higher ceiling than Emu. He is. Trust. Charles again, 5. Could Scopper be the father and the husband of the giantess and her kid? The kid is 20-something, so the timeline would match. Yeah, it's possible for sure, without that. Dark, again, Dirk, appreciate it for 10. Not everyone versus Gorosei, including Joy Boy. Joy Boy didn't fight Emu in the past. Well, I don't know if he fought at all. I don't know if he even fought at all, but I see what you're saying, though. Vic LaFleur, Cole in Norse mythology, they do have a seer as a child, so maybe possibly he's able to see the future on some Raven shit. I mean, maybe, I suppose, but again, I'll just say it because to me, in book 2, they specifically mention the flames of war. So I see what you're saying, but I think that no matter what, this image on the left has to be book 2. But it could also be some like a book 3 as well for the future too. Fair enough. But it also should be book 2. I like the idea of it being a combo. That's why I put it down. That I can fuck with that. That was a good idea. So that I put there. Yes. I fuck with that shit. Ziz, last one. Cole right now. What is this? Yeah. 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 Listen. Give you horn. No. I mean, this. So this is me right now. And my boy made a thumbnail for a video and post in a bit. I mean, we here. We here. We here. Look at Frankie's face. Huh? What the fuck, dude? There's a video coming out. Actually, it's 9 o'clock. Yo. All right. I need to wrap this up. Actually, no, I think did we cover everything we need to cover? I think. Like, what do you guys think I missed? Let me know right now. Because there's space down here, so. The Toki, but I don't gauge anything at all from that ability. Okay, last donation for YouTube. After this donation on YouTube, I'm done for donations for YouTube. World 3 is more figurative. It's the same as World reshaped by the flood and the immigrants from the moon mirror. The notion of Islam warring on the moon, and Joy Boy is parallel to Yaqub. I don't know who that is. Wait, Yaqub. That's beyond me. I'll be with that. That is beyond me. I know about Yakubian energy, but that's a bit different. Do we mention the guys bottom right corner trading their stairs and haze? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that we did for sure. Cause like that we did before. I mean, oh yeah. I guess one thing too is that these gears right here look like suns, or they look like eyes. But it depends, I guess, on your perspective on that. Let me do that real quick too. Gears look like eyes or suns. It depends on how you want to see it, I suppose. I see suns, some folks see eyes. Like they see almost like what you see in Soul Eater with the Kishin and its eyes, like the vertical eyes. So not Dr. Yakubian energy. Not. Okay, but I think that's it then. I think we got to everything pretty much. We got to a lot of shit. We got to a lot, but also potentially not enough. Let me see here. Yeah, at the end of the third world could mean Luffy finding the One Piece treasure, thereby the Sun God and Forbidden Sun reunite, or it could mean the convergence of all the oceans since the end of the first world and second world split the world. So this would mean all blue. Yes, potentially. Oh yeah, we didn't get to the other moons, but they're not in this image, and honestly, I don't know if they matter too much. I think the moon, like the main image of the moon over here, matters the most, rather than, let's say, the picture of the moon behind the books, like this one right here. I don't know if these guys matter. You know, I'll do that. Give me a second. I'll just do this. Okay, so we'll just do this. So again, I don't think matter, but one does have a very similar symbol on it as the belt on the ancient giant / Loki, and also on the world serpent Jormungandr Hellfire serpent. These moons / I'm gonna say worlds. I don't see this mattering, but like, it's in there. It's in there. It's in there. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do my borders. Let me do my borders. No one outer stroke. There we go. And perfect. Okay, so we have that in there too. I'll put over here. Okay. Bushido, appreciate you for the 11 months. Much love, really, I do, no doubt. Then I think that's it. Yeah. Real quick over on Twitch TV. Nacho, could the mural and third chapter support the theory of One Piece being the reunification of the world? Yes, that we got to as well. So when they meet again, it could be the all blue converging. That's what it could mean. So you get rid of the calamity, the effects of the calamities that we saw in World 1 and World 2 get undone at the end of World 3. And then World 4 is going to be beyond that. My mom is calling me. Give me a second. That was me mother, me mom. Okay. Wouldn't the destruction of the Red Line create more commotion in the seas rising? No, it depends on how it's done. Like, you could argue that when the Red Line is destroyed, it actually forces the waters to go in to the areas where the Red Line used to be. Therefore, it would actually cause the sea levels to drop dramatically. You could argue that. But in doing so, the Red Line, once it's removed, because it depends how it's done, right? Like, okay, For example, for example, okay, this would be. Oh wait, no sound. No, you can hear me. Am I audible? Can you guys hear me? Nani? Good. So, for example, what if, let's say, Luffy is in super massive Titanic Gear 4 on some Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann shit, and then he turns the entire red line into rubber, and then the red line becomes a fucking stick, and he just yeets it into space. Or let's say he does some crazy roadway. He grabs the red line, he turns into a roadway between the moon and Earth. Why? I don't know. That's just weird. But it's Gear 5, right? The space where the red line used to be would then get filled in by the water. It would allow for the Grand Line waters and all the blue waters to probably converge. It would also allow for the winds to return to the calm belts, which would able travel between all the blues and the red line is long in your way. There you go. So, Spirologist, well, I mean, because when we see the first image of when we see the first image of the Nika, he has a spear. So I just said spear. Why not? So what he takes the red line, turns into one gigantic spear or stick, and he just like, get out of here, dude. Like, okay, we're done, you know? And that's boom. That's Endgame planet. So you have the water then converge on the spot where the Grand Line used to be. It would just naturally flow that way. And then in doing so, it would force the water levels to go down, not rise. Because water has to have been filled in and like displaced in those spots. So I like Roger's theory about the world getting flooded even more. Everyone has to flee to the sky. Yeah, that's that Skies of Arcadia shit. Right here. Vias and Finn, that's Skies of Arcadia. Right there. Skies of Arcadia is the show, or it's the video game. That's literally about space, Sky Pirates. Literally. That's 100% Sky Pirate stuff. And it also involves the moons and the powers of the moons and the colors of the moon and forbidden lost technology. Skies of Arcadia and One Piece have very similar themes in many respects, and that I want to do a video on, but I know it's gonna be a huge commitment to do a video on Skies of Arcadia, relearn all the lore of that game, and then compare it to One Piece. That's gonna be a huge commitment, but I do want to do it in the future though. Either way, Castle in the Sky, fair enough. So when is One Piece X Skies of Arcadia massive theory? That's the thing, man. I don't know, man. I would need a solid month to replay the game, learn the lore, probably on stream, and then do a lot of research regarding the game lore. I mean, I guess I could read it, but also on footage too. But yeah. So yeah, that's something I could definitely do. But that's a commitment, man. It is.